What's up YouTube? Today, we're taking a look at the best Marlin Lever-action Rifle attachments and calibrations in Delta Force. The Marlin Lever-action Rifle is a brand new marksman rifle that was just introduced in Season 6. It's available to the Recon class only, and it is as fun as you can imagine. It can get a one-shot kill to the chest under 30 meters when equipped with the right lever, which means that you should be using it as if it was a shotgun with slugs. If you like that gameplay style, then it will serve you really well. It can also land a one-shot headshot up to around 70 meters, which is a fair distance, all while having a 75 round per minute fire rate. This is while still having great handling stats so that you can ADS fast and strafe well. This build will make sure that you have those great stats while still keeping great accuracy to be able to land those hip-fire shots at close ranges without having to ADS. This is important because of the one-shot kill to the torso below 30 meters, letting you use it at surprisingly variable ranges. And with all that said, let's get into the attachments. First, we begin with a blank Marlin, and we start off with the barrel where we put on the Marlin Hunter barrel. This is because it gives us a huge increase in range, and although it hurts our handling, we are going to fix that. Most importantly though, we get an extra foregrip, a whole bunch of rail slots, and a whole bunch of patches. We don't want to put on the Marlin Pioneer barrel because it doesn't increase our range at all, and you'll see later that this is going to play a huge factor because of the lever that we're about to pick. So let's go for the Marlin Hunter barrel. Next is the foregrip where we're going for the competition hand stop because it gives a huge increase to the accuracy, which is really just your hip fire, how easily you can hip fire, how small the little crosshairs are going to be when you're hip firing, which is exactly what we want because whenever they get too close to us, you want to be able to hip fire as well as possible. It also really helps your handling, which is your ADS times and your ADS movement speeds, which are essential for the Marlin lever action. You don't really care too much that it hurts your control a little bit because this is the type of weapon that has such slow fire rate that by the time that you're ready for the next follow-up shot, your optic, your red dot is already exactly in the center, so you actually don't care at all about control for this weapon. So let's put on the competition hand stop. On the left rail and the right rail, you can't really put anything except lights or lasers, but if you really want them, put it on. For today's build, we're not going to use either one, but for the upper rail and these patches over here, you can actually put on a handguard panel. So for every single one of them, we're going to be putting on the Hornet handguard panels. This is because they give us a huge increase in accuracy, and again, the only two stats that you really care about here for the Marlin are the handling and the accuracy. Therefore, let's put on the Hornet handguard panels on each one of these. That gives us plus 12 more extra accuracy. Next up for the optic, I really enjoy going for the Russian accuracy 2x scope. You can really choose whichever one you want here. I just really find that this 2x is perfect for the application of the weapon. This is because not only is it very good at short ranges, but you also want to be fairly accurate at those medium ranges, and 2x seems to be the perfect amount of zoom to be precise at those 70-ish meters. But again, you can choose whichever one you want. I'm just going for the 2x scope for today's build. Now, the most important attachment for this weapon is a lever, for which we're picking the Marlin Rhino lever. This is exactly why we picked that long barrel earlier, because this lever decreases our range. Now we're back to the default 30 meters. That is all to have this one effect, the firing damage effect, although it hurts our fire rate, and you have a special range fall off, which I will show you right now, where you can see that the damage fall off multiplier decreases by a lot at around that 70 meters. And as you can see, you're doing 100% damage at around that 30 meter mark, at which you'll be able to get a one-shot kill not only to the head, but to the upper torso and the lower torso. You just really have to avoid the arms and the legs. Of course, anywhere past that, from about 31 to let's say 69, you really cannot get that one-shot to the torso anymore. Therefore, it will always be a two-shot kill past that 30 meter, unless you hit the headshot. You will have a one-shot headshot even up to 70. So in short, this lever action slows down your fire rate, but it gives us the ability to get a one-shot kill below 30 meters, and that is why we like it. Your second choice here is this one, which increases your fire rate, but if you look at the damage, you can see that you'll never really have a one-shot kill unless you hit the head, and at those further ranges, you're actually going to be landing 3 shots to get a kill. So I have definitely found that the Rhino lever is the best attachment for it. And last but not least, on the stock, we're going for the Marlin Sports stock. This gives us a huge amount of accuracy and a little bit of handling, which are the two stats that we care about for this weapon. You should really be treating it as if it was a shotgun with slug rounds in it, so this extra bit of handling is really going to help you out whenever you're ADSing, strafing, and then getting back into cover after shooting. Because every single shot you should be getting out of cover, shooting, getting back into cover. So this is really going to help out a lot with that. Earlier in the building process, I did think that having better reload times would be better by putting on the skeleton stock along with the better cheek pad here that reduces your reload speed. But as it turns out, it is just not enough of a buff to really ignore the Marlin Sports stock accuracy that we get out of it. So let's go for the Marlin Sports stock. Now this is the finished build. It is actually a very easy one to build, but let me show you the stats before we do any of the calibration so you can see exactly what will be changing. Of course, you already saw the damage fall off multipliers. The calibration is not going to change this at all, but I do want to drive the point home that you really want to be aiming for those headshots and the chest shots, and to get the one-shot kill you have to be within those 30 meters unless you hit the head. So let's move on to the control, where you can see that we have actually improved it, but again, because the fire rate is so slow, this really won't matter at all, and we're actually going to hurt it during the calibration screen so that you can have much better handling stats. And speaking of, let's take a look at the handling now, where you can see that our current ADS speed is actually very good. Same thing with the ADS movement speed. This will enable you to strafe a lot quicker than you would really expect. The stability won't be changing very much, although you can see that we have already improved it. It's just not relevant to a weapon like this because we don't care about visual recoil at all. We do not shoot fast enough to care about that. So moving on to the accuracy, we actually care about this, but it's not going to change due to the calibration. We just know that we have some really good numbers here, and your hip fire is going to be very tight. You will actually be able to use this a lot further out in hip fire than you would really expect. So now let's make the weapon even better by going to the calibration screen. You can see there's only a barrel, foregrip, and an optic. That's not much to calibrate, so we'll get through it quite quickly. Starting off with the barrel, where we move the weight limit all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS movement speed. You heard me say it earlier, but strafe is extremely important for this weapon. That is why we really want to focus on it. Firing stability will not really affect you at all, so let's go for the strafing speed so that enemies can miss you as you're moving left to right. Then for the length, we're also moving that all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS speed, because you want to be able to aim down sights as fast as possible. Your muzzle velocity really won't affect you at the ranges that you're going to be using this in, so you really don't have to worry about that very much. Next up is the foregrip, where we move the thickness all the way down to the minimum for the extra ADS movement speeds once again, and the weight limit all the way down again for the extra ADS speed. This is exactly for the same reasons as before, and you don't have to worry about the extra control or the stability when moving. These are not going to affect you. Lastly, on the optic, the eye relief goes all the way down to the minimum so that you can see as much as possible inside of your optics window. And that's all we really get for the calibration, so let's take a look at the detailed stats to see exactly what changed. Nothing in the damage has changed. You do have to remember though that you don't want to hit the arms and the legs. This is just in general. I just wanted to repeat that. Let's move on to the control though, where we have made it worse, but I will show you in the firing range how this really doesn't matter at all. So let's move on to the handling, which does matter, and you can see that we have greatly helped our ADS speeds and our ADS movement speeds. This means that you're going to be much quicker, and it gets the point across that you should be using this as if it was a shotgun with slugs in it. Moving on to the handling, you can see that it even got slightly worse, but it really won't affect you at all. Even the current lens stability while firing is actually good, but visual recoil is not a problem on this weapon. And again, the accuracy, just to show you, the hip fire is going to be very usable on this weapon. So now that you know the stats and we have dialed in our attachments and calibrations, let's hop into the firing range to see how it handles. Now, because this weapon is a lever action rifle, we really don't have to care about pretty much at all about recoil. As you can see, I'm shooting as fast as possible here, and every single one of these shots are landing exactly where they should be. So I really want our firing range time here to be about the one-shot ability of the weapon. As in, if you're very close to them, you can definitely get that one-shot kill to the chest, as I mentioned earlier. If they're a bit further out, then you're gonna have to aim for the headshot. But at any range, do not hit the arms or the legs because it will not be a one-shot kill. You definitely have to go for the chest or the head in general. The Marlin Lever-action Rifle is the equivalent of putting slugs in shotguns in other games. If you can aim well under pressure and hit those flick shots, you'll have a lot of fun. And now that we have the build locked in, let's jump into a fun game in Threshold to see the setup in action. Enjoy! We're in Threshold once again, this time with the Mark 47. Let's see what we can do. Playing as Raptor, it's also a new character for Season 6. Oh no. I got so focused on that one. What? I think I hit him on the leg. That's not cool. Found you right up the butt. Let's go. Whoa. Hello. Can I hit fire you? That is why we got the hip fire to be so good on this. Oh, I gotta jump down. There's too many of them. What the? Wait, the other guy just got in my way. That's so crazy. There's one right under me. What the hell was that? That guy just suicide? He actually get to pull the parachute at some point. I feel like there's a lot of these people right now that haven't really played before. This might be one of their first games. These guys definitely look new. In which case, welcome. Oh, she wasn't expecting that, was she? They actually got it, though. A little surprised. Maybe that's what happens when I don't pay attention because I try to fix my microphone. Of course, you want to try to go for headshots whenever you get a chance with this thing. Because although it does a lot of damage, it's still not enough a lot of the time, considering that the one-shot chest shot only happens up to 30 meters. Try to get him. Come on. Yeah, I love getting those free kills like that. That's a headshot. But because we're still too far, so it's only a one-shot headshot up to 70 meters. What the heck? What's this trying to heal, man? Sad part is, even if I do get this headshot, it still won't be enough to kill her, so I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna get him instead. No. Yes. Can't believe he almost got me just because I... What is happening? Wait, he's not aiming this way, and I'm missing every one of these shots. That is the worst thing. I swear... Okay, I'm gonna end up in aim labs after this match. You know, for these ranges, you would really think that the faster lever would be better, but I have found so much more success just going with the one-shot lever. It's just that even though you get 200 rounds per minute of fire rate with the other lever, we'll finish that sentence in a bit. I see you. That guy's just trying to lay down this whole game. I haven't seen him do anything else. Yes, let's go. Put a wing cam out too, so we're definitely getting those extra points. Let's go for the headshot here. Maybe one more shot on her, but there's too many of them back there, so I'm just gonna run away now. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. Gotta get him. Wow. Okay. Let's go. What? Hold on, Tempest. I'm coming for you. Okay. Forget me. Never mind. I'm going into aim labs right after this. Let's get you instead. Ha ha ha. Come here. Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here now. We strike and we fall back. We only have 194 tickets, so we're actually doing pretty well. Yeah. Love getting those kills. I really gotta step up my aim right now. There we go. Yes. Now, what is the point of the smoke? Was that us? I hope not. Okay, so there's one guy low on health right here. Let's just do this. No! Yeehaw! I feel like a cowboy, partner. Let's go. Oh my god, I just got a triple with that. Let's go. Yeehaw, partner. Let's go. That wasn't even with the lever action, but you know what? It felt right. Yes. Oh my god. 262 tickets. I mean, it's possible. It won't be the easiest thing ever, but it's possible. I'm gonna save my guided missile. Gotta aim for those headshots at this range. Oh my god, that body. Got him. A trick with this weapon is that you don't want to wait until you're actually out of ammo to reload. You really have to, after every single kill, pretty much like put one bullet in and then cancel the reload. You don't want to be... There we go, got her. She almost got me, though. You don't really want to be reloading at the worst moment ever. And the way that you do that is by just reloading during the best moments. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. We're good. Originally, I thought it would be beneficial to use the Marlin stock thing that makes your reload faster. But I was completely wrong. I definitely don't think it's worth it anymore. I think it's definitely better to have your accuracy to be higher instead of going for that. So by changing out the stock to a better one, that gives you more accuracy. Yep, got him. And that's what the accuracy is for. Short range engagements like that one. Artillery barrage ready. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Got him. Wait, I think I heard another one. Oh, let me kill him at least. I don't care if I die anymore. Wait, I heard another one. There's so many of them. Stop it. Oh my god. No. They know. They want us so bad. They want me. Oh my god, stop. I gotta stop. This guy, I think, is just gonna run into C1 just like that and survive. What does he think this is? Okay, let's get... No! They're destroying my bird. What have they done to my son? Okay, is it just me or I hit those... both of those shots and the game just didn't want to give them to me? Oh, who was that? Stop it. Get out of here. I don't remember how much of a drop it... Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, can't get past this. Who else wants some? This is why I haven't spoken about the damn weapon in this game yet. Wait. Hold on. They're capturing C2. I actually gotta lock in for a second. Can I use this? Just throw it on. I'm gonna throw it at C1, actually. I believe there's way more in C1 right now, and I might be able to kill that vehicle. No way, it was just 4 again. The curse is back. I should have thrown it at C2. He thought he could get near me. No way I missed that. No way I missed that again. No way I missed that again. Oh. Let's go, team C1. C1 team. There's one right next to me. I think it just went through a wall for some reason. Yeah, I still got her. Yes? Who else is here? There you are. You sneaky. We're doing fine, team. Don't leave. Not gonna lie, that shot was nutty. Fine. I will send out my drone. I feel like anytime that I do good in Threshold, we never win, and that's another loss, but it's fine because we got 69 kills. That is the magic number. I mean, it was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. So now in the comments down below, let me know what you thought of this Marlin Lever-action build, and if you have a way to improve it even more. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. AuxOwl out.